Hello and thanks for joining me for a quick video just going over my sandbox settings and character setup for my new test run, testing out my Custom Vending Machines mod, and just working out any rebalancing for the challenge. So we're going into custom sandbox here. We're going to do Rosewood. We're going to do Dazza Little again. So I am restarting because I have made some changes to the mod, which make it a lot more expensive. So these are my settings. In the challenge you can do whatever you want here. I always start at 5 AM. You can do whatever you want in here. I play with saliva only because I'm guaranteed to get scratched or lacerated, and it'll be a short run. So this is all part of the challenge. So we have most things there, including generators, set to none. Literature, keys, media and mementos. In the challenge you are allowed to have set to whatever you want. I'm leaving them as default. Bags we have at default, so we will be relying on getting money and buying things from vending machines in this run, and so you quite often find money in handbags and in purses and stuff, and they won't spawn without bags on. Wallets will spawn without bags on, but I think this is going to be pretty tough. We've got other set to just a little bit above the default because money spawns under the other category. Everything else is set to 0 or none. In the world, gas pumps are set to empty with a 100% chance of them being empty. Everything else is default. As far as nature, this is a bit of a sound glitch there. As far as nature, everything, you can do whatever you want here. I always set that down to low, and I untick snow on the ground just for performance reasons. A bit less intense on the graphics. With your meta, you can change things around here if you want more helicopter events or whatever. That's up to you. Minimap is allowed in the challenge. With your character, for the challenge starter kit, not essential but highly recommended because you won't have any availability of weapons or food until you get yourself some cash and get to a vending machine, unless you forage for it or you get very, very, very lucky. Rear vulnerability, that's just how I play. That's up to you. All clothing unlocked is also allowed in the challenge, so you can set yourself up with whatever bags and clothing that you want right from the start. Vehicles, part of the challenge of setting it to normal rather than low, because vehicles are going to be a pretty important part of spawning a little few extra wallets and purses and handbags. So we do have that set up a little higher than low. If you do want to make the challenge a bit harder, then put that down to low. Livestock we don't touch. In here you can choose your own 5 starting items for each of the 2 vending machines. So for my first vending machine I have the boxes of canned corned beef. We have petrol can. We have first aid kit with matchbox and a hammer. In the snack machine we have the trap stick, which which is the stick trap, but that's the base ID for it. We have the jig lure, we have the multi-tool, a fishing rod, and a bowl. So we can change these later, but every time we change them, they get more expensive. Prices are based on the item's weight, along with a few other calculated things to do with their stats. So we're going with Dazza again. It's the same as he was last time, being a burglar, thin-skinned, conspicuous, slow healer, weak stomach, fast metabolism, which also gives him low weight, slow reader, he's a smoker, he's a burglar, he has cat's eyes, dexterous, inventive, outdoorsy, wakeful, and wilderness knowledge, which leaves him with this stat set here. And we're using the same preset as the last run. So Dazza Little is an escaped convict, recently escaped from Rosewood Prison. So we've kitted him out with a military backpack, and he's wearing a prisoner jumpsuit, which gives him absolutely no protection whatsoever. He's got a pair of sneakers and a pair of socks. He's got the Alice belt and suspenders. So the backpack and the suspenders were a stashed kit that he used to escape from the prison. And he's got a fancy watch because he's a thief and he stole it. So, okay. That is basically the sandbox settings. And that's going to be the end of this short video. If you want to get straight into the gameplay, then head on over to episode 1. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.